Hello there, this is John V, Software Evangelist at JSCAPE, and you're watching a JSCAPE MFT Server tutorial. Last time, we posted a Quickstart guide to setting up an AS2 server. The example in that tutorial featured a manual method for sending EDI messages. Because EDI transactions are really best carried out through automated means, today's video will teach you how to configure JSCAPE MFT Server to send AS2 EDI messages automatically. Since this is more like a continuation of the previous video, I suggest you click the link that appears, so you can watch that video if you haven't yet and gather some context. If you're already done watching it, let's get this ball rolling. Now there are many ways to automate AS2 file transfers on JSCAPE MFT Server. In this example, we're going to employ a directory monitor that captures file additions and a trigger that responds to the directory monitor file add event type. A directory monitor allows you to capture events on your local directories. For instance, a directory monitor can detect when a file is added, when a file is deleted, or when a file undergoes changes. The monitor we're about to create will be monitoring a directory for new file additions. This can be useful in cases when, as part of a business process, an EDI document is placed into the monitor directory for transmission. As soon as our server detects that a file has been added into the monitor directory, it will automatically grab that file and forward it to the designated trading partner through an AS2 connection. Let's now create the directory monitor in question. Go to the directory monitors module and click the Add button. Give the monitor a name, for example, AS2 Uploads. After that, navigate to the directory and select it. After doing that, the directory field will then be populated with the path to that directory. Make sure the monitor file add checkbox is ticked. You can uncheck the other checkboxes. These settings will allow this directory monitor to fire a directory monitor file added event once a newly added file is detected. Note that the monitor interval is set to 600 seconds. That simply means the monitor will check the monitor directory every 600 seconds. You may of course adjust that value accordingly. If you want that directory monitor to activate on a preset schedule, say every 8:30 a.m. on the second day of each month, or every night at 9:30 p.m., you can also do that. That would entail a directory monitor activated by a time-based trigger. We've written a couple of posts that use this type of setup, so if you're interested, read the blog posts entitled "How to Get Your MFT Server to Email You About Last Night's Download" and "How to Delete Old Files from Your Server." We've included links to those articles in the description, so you can check them out. Having said that, let's now proceed. After clicking OK, you should then see your newly created directory monitor in the Directory Monitors tab. The next step is to create a trigger that will respond if a file is added to the monitored directory. Go to the Triggers menu and then click the Add button. Give the trigger a name, and then select Directory Monitor File Added Event Type. After that, click Next to proceed. In a production environment, it's possible to have several directory monitors that raise the Directory Monitor File Added Event Type. To make this trigger act only on an event raised by the directory monitor we created earlier, you can specify that monitor in the Trigger Conditions box like so. Wherein, if you recall, that's the name we assigned to our directory monitor earlier. Monitor name is just one of the many variables you can use in this context. To know which variables are available for a particular trigger, just click the variables near the bottom left of the screen. Click Next to proceed. In the succeeding screen, click the Add button to add a new trigger action. This will tell JSCAPE MFT Server what action this trigger should carry out in response to a directory monitor file added event. Because we want it to forward the newly added EDI document file to an existing AS2 trading partner, select the trading partner file upload action from the drop-down list. And then of course click OK. When the trading partner file upload action parameter dialog appears, do the following. First, select the trading partner from the partner drop-down list. Let's just use the trading partner we used in the previous video. Second, enter the file variable in the local file field. You can also click the Add Variable button and then select File if you want. In this context, the file variable consists of the complete path of the file that was added into the monitor directory. The variable supported by a particular trigger action depends on the trigger event used. So to know which variables are supported, just click the Add Variable button. Click OK. As soon as you're back at the main screen, you would have finalized the trigger creation process. That's it. The next time an EDI document is added to this monitor directory, JSCAPE MFT Server is going to pick it up and forward it to the designated trading partner.